Grown-up conversations with people who know their stuff. That's what we do on The Money, and never more important than today. Welcome to Adam Scorer. He's CEO of National Energy Action, a charity supporting fuel-poor households. Adam, good to have you with us as ever. Claire Matthews is a mum of two who's taken to stockpiling products given this cost of living crisis. And I know she's not alone. And in the studio, Catherine McBride, fellow at the Centre for Brexit Policy, my economist here in the studio. Great to have you with us, Catherine, as ever. And also returning to On the Money, it's Christina Rabakaiti. She's energy expert and CEO of Papaya, an expert particularly on renewable energies. Christina, always welcome. Adam, if I may, let's go to you first. Shocked but not surprised. That's my view. Is that your view of the announcement of this Ofgem energy price cap?
Well, yes, because we knew this was coming, and they pretty much projected almost exactly the price rise a few months ago. So, but nonetheless, it is still, the worst day by a country mile that energy consumers in the UK will ever have experienced, and not just because of the confirmation of the £3,500 average bill announcement today, but because of the projection in the middle of winter that it could rise to closer to £5,500. So it just explodes any possibility that energy is affordable to people on moderate, let alone on low incomes. And we haven't yet seen, and you made the comment in your introduction, anything close to a proportionate response or even a recognition of the scale of the challenge that is facing the government.
Claire Matthews, you're a mum of two, as I've said. You've been stockpiling products as the cost of living has been rising. Not even you can stockpile electricity, can you, Claire? How worried are you?
I'm really worried. That's why I've started stockpiling now, so that hopefully there is some spare cash to go towards the bills. But as it stands, we're not going to be putting our heating on nowhere near what we did last year.
What does that mean to you? An extra 130 quid a month, just on energy, just on your gas and electricity bill?
It means all the nice things for the kids and that we do as a family have stopped. So there will be, we don't even eat out because we can't afford to. We never have been able to, but we would have the odd takeaway in the movie night, maybe go to the cinema. Literally all that is going to be stopped. As of the winter, it is going to be necessity bills, and that is it. And I've prepared my kids for that as well. It's just depressing times at the moment, and even worse, knowing that in April it's going to go up to at least £6,000 as well. It's just, there's no light at the end of the tunnel.
And during term time, when you meet other mums and dads at the school gates, is this a big issue? Is this a big thing that you discuss? Does this loom large, not just in your life, but in the life of your neighbours, the community around you?
It is at the top of conversations with everybody. Whoever you talk to, it is about the cost of living. It's on everybody's minds and it's affecting everybody. And everyone's worried and stressed about it.
Claire Matthews there talking from Colchester in Essex. Stay with us. Christina Rabakaiti, welcome back to On the Money. You are an energy market specialist. Your firm Papaya specialises in trading renewable energy. Just give us a sense of the sort of historic import of these price rises that we're seeing on wholesale energy markets across Europe. 10 times higher than this time last year, as I said. It's pretty astonishing stuff, huh?
It is. And I think I've been in the industry for nearly 10 years and we have seen rises in the past. There was a big rise in 2018, but I don't think anybody remembers it because it was nowhere near as bad as it is today and is being properly passed on to the customers. So it's genuinely scary. Look, I'm watching the prices daily. They're not going down, they're increasing. And we're not even anywhere near winter yet. So it's, there's so much that needs to be done to protect the households. We're not seeing much at all at the moment.
Adam, your organisation is very plugged into government, a very effective lobby group, National Energy Action. I think a lot of people feel concerned that there's been nothing announced so far. The last assistance for households facing these sky-high energy bills was many months ago when energy prices were much lower on wholesale markets. What do you think the government will do? The choice is basically you either try and give money to households to pay for these sky-high energy bills, or you give money to the energy providers so they can give the energy to households at a lower rate. Do you think it will be either or a combination of the two?
Well, I wish I knew what was in the minds of government. We haven't got a new government. It's the same party. That really, it is absolutely shocking. It's a dereliction of duty to have sat on your hands and to watch this come kind of crashing towards us. I think, look, the urgent issue is to provide immediate support to people on the lowest income. That could be doubling the package that we had in May from then Chancellor Sunak to match the new reality. It could be even more than that. I think that's a no-brainer. They have to do it. Whether they go for price freezes and intervene directly between the costs in the system of the energy market and the retail, well, maybe they'll have no choice about that. But we should be thinking about delivery, about logistics, about who might fall through the gaps, about how we make sure the safety net is in place, not waiting for the barest outline of what the prospect could be. Time costs money and time costs lives, because we need to get systems in place if it's going to be delivered through the welfare system, if it's going to be delivered through suppliers, if we're going to go back to that cockamamie idea of delivering it through council tax rebates. We've got to get it in place. There is no value in delaying. You get nothing. You avoid nothing by delay. If you can get ahead of it at all, you will just save lives. It's not just making the situation a little better. You will save lives.
Claire, what do you think of the fact that the government has been politicking, basically, deciding who's going to get what job in the next cabinet for the last couple of months, rather than coming up with a package that they could announce today in order to reassure you, your friends, your family, your community?
I've always been a Tory supporter, and I've been very abandoned of the current situation, what's happened with Brexit, with COVID and Ukraine. It was obvious things are going to go downhill and there's going to be cuts. Totally get that. However, it's totally irresponsible of all those Tories to do this now. They should have kept Boris where he is at the moment and concentrate on what needs doing at the moment, rather than struggling for power and who needs to be in power. I really don't care at the moment. I just want somebody to sort this situation out and give us some good news.
I must say, Claire, and please don't take this the wrong way, it's a compliment. You strike me as an extremely smart, bright, even-tempered mum of two, and you're stockpiling goods. Did you have, are you surprised it's come to this?
I'm not surprised. I got caught out in COVID when the shelves were bare. I was running out of toilet paper, all the necessities, and I'm not going to get caught out again. And as bad as it sounds, I've got to look after myself and my family. So it's not something I've ever done and never thought I would see myself doing. But we have to prepare for the future. We have to prepare for the winter. And I'm not prepared to run out of things again. So, yeah.